Hello everybody, it's the AzureWrath. Hopefully you're having a good day or night. This is a very special video. You get it? Because we're going to be talking about the special spawn. No doubt in my mind it's worth it. Whether you're late to the early gamer, especially if you're early. Or if you're early, make sure you pay attention to the spawn. First one you want to skip. Don't worry about the XP quest key. You can get that very commonly. You want to save up your gems right now because it looks like there's a barrage of spawns that they just keep throwing at us. Don't worry about the last two either. The first one, when it's 15 gems for the ether, it honestly had to be sold. I highly recommend this to anybody who does not have their stuff fully infused. Highly recommend it. Do it once. The 15's the first time half off. It's 15 for 1 drop of ether and a guaranteed SSR. I highly recommend doing this. It is highly recommended. I'm talking like this is a big discount. And I could show you an example. Treasure spawns cost 15 at first. First time half off. What's 50 times 2? 50 times 2 is 30. You get 50 to 200 bells per piece. 100, 300, all that stuff. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the rewards. And 450 is the actual treasure bells you need to get drop of ether. 50 for the treasure medal. In other words, you're gonna have to spawn multiple times just to even have a chance of getting it. This right here is just straight up 15. 15. You ain't gotta worry about spawning multiple times, getting all those medals, and then getting the ether. Just right there, then there and then. If you don't have a lot of monsters, I'd recommend doing this too, so you have more of a wide variance. You're at least gonna get a decent monster. You're not gonna get a monster that's completely useless. These are the monsters they have. The rates are the same, the usual 6 point whatever percent. Also, if you don't have a full team of good monsters or decent monsters, I also recommend doing this. So that way you put out more whatever you're doing. Let's say you're doing this Super United Offense at a slightly harder difficulty, or you're going to get to that point eventually with your gear score. You're going to want to put out as much as you can, and including monsters. There was this one match I did where we used all of our monsters before we beat the boss. This is for more bent towards if you need either the weapons or the armor. Now sadly they're not going to be super specific and actually like do class weapons and all that stuff, or like certain armors and all that. But it's still good that they're doing this, that they're separating it. The higher the cost, the better the gear usually. Each time you reforge from SSR to UR, it goes up by 9. So if you say if you get a cost 25 SSR, you reforge it's going to be cost 30. Cost 26 it's going to be cost 31 if you reforge it. Cost 24 it's going to be cost 29 if you reforge it. Higher the cost, comparing to the rarities, not like the same ones, not like different ones. 2 SSRs, whatever one has the higher cost usually has better stats. I highly recommend out of everything though, the guaranteed one-select gear piece, because it holds everything. By the way, all these monsters you can get in almost any spawn except the friend point spawn and maybe the ruby, but that's it. I would highly recommend doing this one because it has everything that all these have, except for this one because you can't get ether like that. And it has more of the featured stuff, like legitimate featured stuff you can't get in any spawn. All this stuff is pretty good. I'm gonna have to skip over it sadly. You can read the abilities. All these monsters are good. These have low cost though. The 29s are lower cost, but they have potential count, I believe. Yeah, so that makes up for it. These right here, the damage up XLs, they're really good. Help increase your DPS. Save for the purge stuff. Damage down, chance to massively reduce physical and magical damage taken. And then there's the sword. The sword's ability is pretty good too. Chance to massively increase physical damage when using ability for every 5% reduction of HP. Ability power is boosted by 5 up to a max of 50. Increases your aggro for 10 seconds, and then they have that. And they like to tease you and say and more. Now I got some info from a couple people. One right here, J. Cole. He told me he spent 85 gems on this spawn. It's really good and got the whole purge set. And somebody on my YouTube, can't think of the name. It's Frosty. It's Frosty. It's Frosty. I have the picture right here. Thank you, It's Frosty, for telling me about this as well. Same for you, J. Cole. He said he got the Purge helm from his first try and what's so not. So it looks like the Purge has higher chances, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay AzureWrath. I'm out. Peace.